What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do ribs 3 different ways, and I want you guys to make sure to stick around to the end because it is going to be amazing. I think that you are going to love it. But first, we need to get started by cleaning the grill and lighting the fire. Okay, so our first step before we can do any grilling is we need to open this guy up. It's been quite a while since I did any cooking. It's been wintertime, but now it's April, also Autism Awareness Month. And let's take a look. Not too bad, huh? Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. You can get a better view of what it looks like, but this is what it looks like on this grill after months of not using it. Now, why? Why does it look that way? I'll tell you why it looks that way. Because I use the grill scraper. You guys have heard me talk about this before. I made mention of the grill scraper. I highly recommend you guys use this. Get your grill nice and hot. Use this to scrape it. Do not use something with wire bristles. As you all know, that can get in your food, that can get in your mouth, that can get in your stomach, and that can get you into the hospital. So avoid all that. Use yourself a good quality grill scraper. I highly recommend this one here by Easy Function. There'll be a link down in the description below to Amazon on how you can get your own. So the great thing about this particular one is it's thick enough that you can, if you have 2 different grills like I do, I have the Primo, I also have a Weber, and the thickness of the grates is quite different. So you can use one side for one grate and the other side for the other grate. It's like having 2 grill scrapers in one. Nice and thick, not that really skinny stuff that you see some of these other people trying to sell. Nice and thick, easy scraper. So I'm gonna get started heating this up. I'm gonna light a fire in here. As you guys know, I'm also a huge fan of the Chimney. I use this almost exclusively now. Check out my other video where I talk at length about this particular guy here, but this is a great way to light your grill. You don't have to worry about any lighter fluid. It's a lot safer, it's a lot more economic, and it's reusable. So highly recommend you guys get yourselves one of these. I'm gonna light this fire. We're gonna season up the meat, and then we're gonna get it going. Today, just gonna keep it simple. I have this coated in some vegetable oil, and watch how it lights up. No problem. Give that a couple good shakes to make sure that you have gotten everything out. And don't go looking down into it because you don't want the heat to come up and pop you or anything like that. So I'm gonna put this away and close this down. We're gonna cook at about 225 today. So I don't wanna give this too much oxygen and have it get too hot because it is very, very difficult to get the temperature to come down once it's gone up. So I'm gonna start closing stuff off here. And I'm gonna get my wood. I'm also gonna put my deflector plates in because we're gonna be doing indirect cooking. We're gonna be smoking, and I'm gonna go get the ribs ready while the temperature over here stabilizes. So now we add one of our magic ingredients. It's not a secret because obviously we're smoking and you can't smoke without wood. We just got this little chunk here, and this is gonna be plenty. Guys, we're gonna use this, we're gonna put it on now, we're gonna get it going, gonna get it smoking, and I'm gonna go prepare the meat, and soon they're gonna all come together. This is already relatively clean. Okay, now that we have the meat ready to go, you'll notice our grill is probably right about 250 at the dome, which puts it right around 230, 225, somewhere in there, right at the lid. And we have 3 different types of ribs. There you go. Up top, we got St. Louis style. Down here, we got baby backs. And then over here, we have beef ribs. Some people don't like beef ribs, but I submit to you that's because they don't know how to cook them. They don't know how to make them tender, delicious, and juicy. So we know how to do that around these parts. You see the smoke, I smell the smoke, and on the grill we go. Let's take one really good look at this. I hope that you guys are seeing all of what I'm seeing. I do think that this is gonna be delicious. Okay, everybody, it's been a few hours now, probably about 3.5 hours. My temperature has crept up on me, and that is an indication that things are getting ready to be done. So you guys ready for this? Here comes the reveal. Oh yeah. Keep in mind, we're doing ribs 3 different ways. We got beef ribs, we have St. Louis, and we have baby backs. Now, how do you know ribs are done? Do you use a thermometer? No, don't waste your time with that, because the question isn't whether or not the ribs are done. The question is, are the ribs tender? So how will we determine if the ribs are tender? By the way, don't pay any attention to this glove. This is just my attempt to not burn my hand and also keep everything nice and clean. So I usually have a better setup than this, but this is what we're gonna go with right now. Now check this out. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Take a look. Let's see, if I start to pull, nope, you can't see, hang on. Take a look here. If I start to pull on this rib, look, it starts to come apart. Are you seeing that? Let me see if I can zoom in. Let's get you closer. It starts to come apart. Okay, that's how you know. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing it? Oh my goodness, that's how you know it's done. Okay, you don't worry about what temperature it is. So what I'm gonna do, because it's still a while before we eat, I am going to close this down. I'm going to wrap these ribs. I'm going to put them in a cooler, and I'm going to hold them at this temperature. I'm just going to let them sit just like that. I believe we're going to have the sauce on the side this time around, and we're going to have dinner really soon. I'm excited. Now is the time to clean your grill, when the surface is hot, not when it's cold. So we're gonna do a little scraping here, and you will notice some of the stuff will fall through. I'll close off all the vents, and that will essentially shut off the fire, and I can reuse a lot of the lump that's still in here. All right, guys, it's time to eat, and before we can eat, of course, we got to bring out the stuff that we've all been waiting for. This has been sitting in for a couple hours. It's still hot. To hurry up and put that down. Oh my goodness, this smells amazing. Until there's technology that can demonstrate how well things smell, You guys are just gonna have to take my word for it. Oh my goodness, it smells delicious. So we're just gonna start cutting into this. Hopefully you guys can all see what we're dealing with. Can't cut the bone. Oh, there we go. This baby back's always curved. The curve often throws me off. You guys to take a look at the smoke ring on that. I did not put sauce on these yet, as I whipped up a semi-homemade sauce that I like to do. So take a look at this. Take a look, let's see. That'll do. That'll do it. Everybody's looking at me. But yeah, you guys will get yours soon. That'll do. Got some sauce. But, as I said before, we're going to do ribs 3 ways. And that's just one of the ways. You almost can't cut these. They just rip. They just come apart. Look at that. Yeah, it's just ripping apart on me. Take a look. Focus. Make sure we get it in focus there. Yeah. And they're falling. They're breaking on me. Again, I didn't sauce these either, because we're going to do that a bit later. Guys, these are the star of the show. Once upon a time, I didn't like beef ribs, but now that I know how to do them the right way, they are my favorite. Let's see if we can get them on here. Oh my goodness, take a look at that. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing that? Look at that. That color, that texture, still steam coming off of this thing. These are big, meaty, and juicy. Here, let me sneak a bite. Let me sneak a bite. What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh my goodness. That is unreasonably good. It shouldn't be that good. It shouldn't be that good. I guess you want a piece? Is that why you're here?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, this sweet little girl's off camera. Here, take a piece.
Thank you. Which one is this?
These are the beef ribs.
Oh my gosh. Hallelujah.
I think that means she likes it. So, guys, as I said, we got ribs 3 ways. Take a look. We got the beef ribs, we got the baby back ribs, and we have the St. Louis, also known as the spare ribs. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this video. I enjoyed making it, but of course I'm going to enjoy eating what we just cooked. So thanks for watching. This has been The Real Creofus. Ribs 3 ways. Alright, so I want to take a shot here of the actual finished meal. I whipped up some semi-homemade sauce to put on here. I think it's a good idea to make your own sauce. That way if someone asks you for sauce, it's a compliment, not an insult. Sometimes when you make a barbecue, and somebody wants to drown it in sauce. Some uncultured swine. It's like asking sometimes for ketchup to put on a steak. So, here's the finished product. Ladies, what do you think about it over there?
Wonderful.
It's more than wonderful. It's heavenly and just beautiful. It's amazing.
All
They're
right.
so wonderful and tender and tasty. I'm so happy to be here.
All right. You guys take care. Thanks.